So today we're going to talk about levels of communication. Levels of communication are the basic way we talk to each other. So what I want you to do is picture just a broad sea of people. It may be people in your faith community, or it may be people where you work. It may be just on the street. And what we're going to start with is what we call level 5 communication. Now, level 5 communication is the lowest level if we're kind of going up a mountain. And the lowest level, which is the broadest base, is what we call cliche communication. Now, this is the communication that you have with a guy that's like, hey, how you doing? Good, good. And you're not going to really disclose any information. Or if you see someone in the supermarket and you politely smile, it's, I'm here, you're here, but we're not really talking about anything. And so this is what we do. And in fact, if you really want to freak somebody out and someone you work with says, hey, how are you? Is to actually respond and say, well, I'll tell you, I'm struggling to, or I'm doing well. They'd be like, because they're not really looking for you to say this to them. So that's level 5 communication. It's called cliche. The next level up is level 4 communication. This is reporting facts. I kind of call this the evening news. If you think about it, on the evening news, their job is to tell you what's going on in a very non-emotive way. They can go talking from a festival where it's fun and exciting to a fire without ever changing their voice intonation. That's trained. That's on purpose. It's just reporting the facts. Here's what happened. Here's the situation. Now, couples and families sometimes run into this. Hey, how was your day? Oh, it was good. I did this, 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 and this. Oh, how was yours? Well, I did this, 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 and this. And so before you know it, you've lost that sense of community because you've just gone to the evening news style of talking to your family. And so it's better than cliche, but there's not really a true exchange of information. And that starts at our next level. That's level 3. Level 3 communication is what we call ideas and judgments. Now, exchanging ideas and judgments opens up yourself to someone saying you're wrong. And that's a huge deal for people. When you say, this is what I think about the fire, or I don't know if I think that festival is a good idea. Now you can start getting complaint mail. You can start getting people disagreeing with you. I kind of call this cable news, right? When you look at a lot of the stations, especially with their editorial type shows, their goal is to incite some people with their opinions and excite other people with their opinions. And it's their judgments on the situation. We see this all the time in our news. But we also do this to our loved ones. Someone shares how their day went, and you go, didn't seem you got very much done today. You now have put your spouse or your significant other in a position that they're defending themselves. And a lot of times the way we defend ourselves is the best offense makes the best defense. So you say, doesn't seem like you did very much today. What? As if you were out there doing a lot, or you're saving the world, and then we start into a fight. Right? And so we want to be careful as we judge each other and what we're saying, because it can be very dangerous. Now, there are right times for judgments, especially if you're having a conversation and it's an open conversation about a topic, and you've decided we're going to go back and forth and share our judgments on this. Well, my thoughts are this, or my opinion is this, and this is why this is my opinion. And it's not really emotional, but there's an exchange of information. You know where each other's coming from. And that is actually healthy. You just want to be careful on how you do it, that you're not judging somebody out of turn or giving your opinion when they're not asking for it. Which then takes us to level 2 communication, which is sharing emotions and feelings. Now, I know a lot of the guys watching this right now, and some of the women even are going, I don't want to share my emotions. I don't want to talk about that. But reality is, if you're upset about something, it's because you've emotionally attached something to it. If you're happy, if you're sad, if you're frustrated, if you're isolated, if you're angry, whatever it might be, you've attached something. Therefore, you need to be able to share what's actually going on. And so I want to encourage you that feelings are not a bad thing. And we're actually, in some of our communication lessons, we're going to talk to you about how to communicate effectively at an emotional level when you're both at that same level, sharing your emotions, but not in a way that you're in the moment of the emotion. So it's not really healthy to, if you're feeling totally isolated, to start yelling at somebody saying, I'm isolated, why are you doing this? That's aggressive communication. And so we're going to help teach you assertive communication to help move you past that. But there's one more level, and it's an important level, but it's not a level that we get to on a day-to-day basis. And it's what we call peak. It's the summit of communication. And this only happens when you've worked your way up the other levels. It's a safe level. You have to feel safe before you can get to peak communication. Now, peak communication is identifying what is most important to me. What are my values? These are my dreams. This is my greatest sin. This is where I'm struggling. And so I want to encourage you to have one or two people in your life that you do have this type of relationship with, that you can talk with them about your hopes, your dreams, your ambition, because we all have it, and we need to be able to share it. But let me again caution, if someone's sharing with you at a peak level, to say, well, that dream seems stupid, they're going to shut down. And they're probably not going to be opening up with you like that again. Or at least it won't be as safe for them. And unfortunately, if you're a parent, parents do this all the time. Their kids will say, I want to be an astronaut. Oh, sweetie, that takes a lot of math. You're not really good at math, are you? I think you should look at something else. You are crushing a child when you do that. And so I want to encourage you not to do that. Or someone says, your spouse says, I want to go on vacation to the mountains. You know I don't like snow. They're dreaming with you. I want to encourage you to step outside of yourself and love them enough to be able to really talk with them about their dreams. Now, if you want to share your dreams, let somebody know that and say, you know what, I'd just like to dream for a moment of what could be. Can we spend some time doing that? And then schedule it out. And that goes into our communication stuff. So here are our 5 levels again. It's cliché, it's reporting facts, it's ideas and judgments, it's emotions and feelings, and then peak communication. Realize where you are in your relationship and try to work to that next level. And if you need help, Abigail and I here, we would love to help you with coaching. You can find our website in the description below.